I think I took the first minute and I was quite comfortable, and he sort of threw a shot, took it on the shoulder, a bit on the block, and I thought, maybe he doesn't have that much power. And then next thing I know, he hit me with a big solid straight right, and I was like, oh yeah, there it is. I think I picked him up in the first. It was quite clean in the first. The calf kicks he landed, I didn't really expect him to start firing. We'd done work to counter it, and I just sort of was just a bit too preoccupied on that right hand. And then by the time I started firing back, and I know I won the first round cleanly, I went into the second, and thought he cut me at the end of the first. So I was like, right, I need to tighten it up a little bit. And then my kick started to land. I split his head with my front left snap, which we'd been working. Spinning up kick hit him money. And I remember I looked in his eyes, and he had a bit of a wobble. I thought, oh, there we go, I need to push. And I pushed on, and then he threw, and I thought, right, that's enough of that. So we went back to clean. And my coach had been pushing all the way through it. He said, listen, he said, I know you want to fight him. Because I grew up watching that guy, and I wanted to go out there and show him I could outstrike him, the BKB and stuff. I was like, I'll just kick him and keep kicking him. And then couldn't quite find my teep. Started landing the kicks, and then we come back, and my coach said, listen, do what you're told. Go out there and just take him down and win the last round. So I apologize to the guys back home about that third round, but if you want to go in there and let Jeremy Stephens punch you in the face and risk that, especially when I got a girlfriend I want to make my wife soon and some bills to pay. So, yeah, I had to get it done.
Did he, we'll focus on your performance in a second, but just one last one on Jeremy. Did he land a good body shot on you in the second? It seemed to sort of like made you flinch a little bit.
It wasn't so much it landed, he just threw it. After I caught him with one first, so I caught him with a lovely shot, and I literally felt him go, and I thought, right, steady pressure now. We do high-level boxing and sparring back home with the Welsh guys. Big shout-out to Locketts and St. Joe's for all the help. But I was like, right, smart pressure now. We'll go back. Keep the whole game plan. The second was to just work the body. And I started the pressure on. He threw one back. And, mate, that guy's built with power. So it was just like, let's just not be stupid. Let's go back, make it clean. And his jiu-jitsu wasn't great, but it was like everything he did was quite solid. It was slippery. He was bleeding a little bit. And I just couldn't quite get into a position to finish him. So, like, a lot of times I was wrenching on that Kimura, and I knew I could finish it. And I just couldn't quite separate the hands. And then he was grabbing the gloves. And just good, old-fashioned, smart, intelligent play. And I know it was boring when I was sat in his arm wrenching it for 2 minutes, but again, like if I could have finished it, I would have taken his arm off.
Well, it's a bit of a weird position, right? Because he's doing enough to stop you getting the submission, but you're actively trying to do a submission, so the referee can't break it up. So
yeah, it was... I could feel the hands start to go, and then he'd grab the gloves, and then I'd start peeling the hands, and then he'd change it up a bit, and I was tired. Like, it was something that I didn't expect to be in, and we had literally blasted each other with shots for 2 5-minute rounds. So Dana Hunter, I told you I'd give you a fight, so I hope you're happy with it.
I feel like, listen, if you're going to get criticism for the third round, it's a bit harsh, right? Because, listen, he was landing big shots on you, so if you go out in the third round, you don't know what could happen if you just engage in a firefight when you have that route to victory that you had as easily as you did when you started to use it, right?
Mate, Volkanovski just beat Diego Lopez. He spent the entire round on his back foot, punched him and running away. That's exactly what I did. I just held him down instead.
It's a good performance. You're back in the UFC now. How good a feeling is that? And also to come back in with, okay, third round aside, an exciting scrap with a UFC famous legend guy.
I went to Cage Warriors. I knocked out 3. My fourth one, I literally spit his eye, gave him 16 stitches, and we're still trying to finish all the way through it. That third round, I pinned him down. It was something I'm going to go back and work on, but for me and the fans back home, I just want to go out there and destroy people. And like, I hit Jeremy with so many big shots. I was wrecking the body. I was moving up. Like, I felt I could have finished him. And if you look at what he's been doing to guys, and then you look at his PFL fights, like, there was a more exciting fight than they give him. So,
do you? From our perspective, he looked like a guy who's been spending the majority of his career recently boxing. You know, he seemed very heavy on his feet. He was getting you in the clinch, and he would throw those BKFC like uppercuts in the clinch. Did you feel like at some points I'm fighting a boxer here or something? You know?
No, because the calf kick. Mainly because of the calf kick. He was more like dirty boxing with a bit of kicks in. Like at range, I was piecing him up. At range, my work was cleaner. My jab was hitting him for money. The elbows I threw, I split him. I think I split him twice. But man, the guy's durable. He's very durable.
It must be a funny experience when he, like, because I think he hit him with an elbow like straight down that cut him pretty badly. He was bleeding very badly. Must be a weird feeling when this guy is bleeding but just still like marching forward towards you.
It's more so because the cuts you don't really notice. Like you'll feel warm and you feel it split. It's more so like a spinning hook kicked him, and if we slow that down, like I hit him flush, and I seen his back leg stiffen a little bit, and I thought, right, smart pressure now. And I stepped in, hit him again, went for something else, and he literally just the chin went down and the overhand come out, and it was just like step back out, back to teeps, and the thing is, like I said this in the interview, for for my career to flourish, his must end. And I had to finish that. I had to finish his career, and I wanted to send him to retirement, and I wanted to knock him out so badly. But he is who he is. He's Jeremy the Heathen Stevens. And when that name came across my desk, I was like, listen, I'm going to give him a firefight. And people back home, I could have taken him down anytime I wanted. That was the thing I don't think many people watching would understand is I could have gone out in the first and taken him down. I could have. I probably could have got the finish eventually if I eked it out. I could have done some ground and pound and stayed nice and tight and done what some people in PFL have done with the arm triangles and different things. But I wanted to knock him out.
Well, look, so what do you want next for you, right? You're back in the UFC. I know you're going to have to take some time to let the eyes heal up and stuff, but when would you like to fight again?
I don't know. We're gonna talk about it. There's a card in July in the UAE that I would like to get on. This is like 10 weeks' time. I'm going away for a week now in Texas. I'm going to spend some time eating American cuisine, and I've got some things to sort out back home. I've got some bills to pay, quite a lot of bills to pay, and my coaches need to be paid as well. So if Hunter Dana's watching, 50 Gs would really go my way. I know you've had some finishes today, but that's got Fight of the Night written all over it. So hopefully they pay my way. But other than that, I'm going to look to go again soon and go from there.
I just got one for you, brother. Where do you think your bargaining is with the UFC right now? Because you look at when you were in it the first time, you fought Mike Davis, stud. You fought Ludwig Klein, who's fighting Gamrot next, stud. You had the 1 no contest.
Alan.
But then
David Onomer as well.
Right. But then you go and you come here and you take a fight in a guy's backyard. You go out there and like you said, you could have wrestled with him, but you went in there and you stood up. So as far as, your future is considered, like, where do you think your bargaining power stands right now?
So with this game, a lot of people don't understand. One, it is purely, this is television. This is film. No one wants to see someone hold someone down. This is all about exciting fights. I give exciting fights. I go out there and I want to go out there and beat people like Justin Gaethje beats people. I don't want to go out there and take people down, hold them down. Like even Khabib's couple of fights. I know. I remember him taking a short notice the once, and he literally had a tough fight where he was just wrestling the guy and taking him down. Like you have to do it eventually, but I want to go out there and give exciting fights. I want to go out there and decimate people. I want to destroy people on TV. But as it comes to bargaining power, like we earn it. We earn it as we go. And for me, it doesn't matter the names attached to those. I lost a close fight against Mike Davis. I think I won. I smashed Alan Patrick, and he took it away from me after the accidental eye poke that was nothing. I beat David Onomer in a mess, and then I went out to Ludwig Klein, trying to be a hero and messed it up. Today, I proved that I'm experienced enough that I can get the win no matter what. I can go out there, I can give exciting fights, and then I can make the win happen. And I went out there with the whole mentality of I'm going to set fire to his career, burn what's left of it, and mine's going to grow from the ashes.
Cheers, brother.
I'm just kind of curious, man. I mean, how would you assess the experience fighting in Des Moines? Obviously, you're kind of in a little bit of enemy territory, I guess, in a sense. But, I mean, how would you just describe what the crowd was bringing to you today?
Mate, you're all too quiet and all too nice. Like, I was trying to get you to boo, and I was getting you more and more. Like, I don't think I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, you all play video games when you was younger, yeah? Obviously, I know most people did. Like, the whole thing of going in there and being the bad guy at certain points is always something that everyone wants to do. Like, if you didn't want to do that, then you're not my friend. But for me, like, I wanted to go into enemy territory. Like, it was exciting, and everyone's still too nice. Everyone was saying, like, Jeremy's going to beat you, but thank you so much for coming, and I hope you're well. And, like, where I'm from, they would have been telling me they hope my mother dies and something else, and trying to break my legs off on the way in. Do you know what I mean? So it was a fun experience, and all hats off to Jeremy. Like I said to him at the end of it, I said, I'm sorry about that last round, but you hit too hard, and he just laughed.
Hey, Mason, you took out a legend tonight in Jeremy Stevens. Is there anybody specifically that you would like to fight next? Ask
me after my next fight. That's literally the answer. Ask me after my next fight, because for me, you need. I'm going to build a path. The same of the guys I want to fight. But if I start calling for guys now, all that happens is I get deadlocked for 8 months, and I've got bills to pay, and my coach's got things to do. So I live in the gym. I spent the last 18 months in camp waiting for a fight. I took 5 UFC offers before this one fell into place. Sorry. My original, after my 4th fight against Ludwig Klein, we chose to go free agent, and we chose to build on some things because I needed to improve. I've gone away and I've improved. That's a better, more disciplined, sharper version than you've seen. Like I wasn't like a zombie. I was in and out. I was clean. Obviously, I took a few, but you fight Jeremy Stevens without taking a few.